Hello and welcome to a very brief lesson. In fact, this isn't so much a lesson as it is a review of something that you can download for Sibelius, and that is Pori fonts. Particularly if you're someone that works with jazz notation, this is something that you have to become acquainted with. Pori fonts are music notation fonts for Sibelius that resemble handwritten notation and are originally based on a font from the program Dorico. It also hasn't been around for very long. I think it was first released in 2018. In the description of this lesson, I've put two links. One is a short video on Pori fonts from the company that made them, and the other link is to where the fonts can be downloaded. Now, there are a couple of good reasons why I want to make you aware of this font. First things first, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. The document I've currently got open is using these fonts, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. It's not too blocky, and at least in my opinion, it resembles handwritten jazz notation more closely than many other jazz-styled fonts in Sibelius. But it also has some really nice notation features available that are specific to jazz. In the last lesson, for example, we talked a bit about slash chords, and I mentioned that when you add slash chords to a score, it's displayed horizontally, whereas typically in jazz notation, these two parts of the chord will sit on top of one another. The great thing about Pori is that if you want to display your slash chords this way, you just change the chord symbol's font. So if I open up Edit Text Styles, then edit my chord symbol text, and change its font to Pori Chords ASC Standard, my slash chords automatically display vertically. I don't have to do anything, and if you look very carefully, you can see they've put a lot of time into making it display beautifully. Needless to say, I'm very impressed. But that's not all. If you open up the text window to add text to your document, you'll see that there are a couple of text types that are underlined and overlined. And these can be used for text that we often see in jazz notation, that's this sort of half-box text. So I'm going to add some overlined text to my score. And if I add a square bracket to the beginning and to the end of my text, it appears as that half-box text that we so commonly see in jazz repertoire. I don't even know what it's called, but it looks beautiful in this font and it's definitely worth trying out, especially if you do a lot of jazz notation. So Pori fonts can be downloaded at nycmusicservices.com, see the link in the description, and installation instructions can be found in the downloaded material.